Let me say this clearly. AI is not coming for jobs. It's coming for job tasks. And once enough tasks are automated, the job disappears. Today, I'm breaking down 6 job roles that AI is already replacing. Quietly, cheaply, and faster than people expected. If your job is one of these, don't panic. But don't ignore this either. This isn't speculation. Companies don't pay for effort. They pay for output. And AI delivers 24/7 availability, near zero marginal cost, and consistent results. That's why firms aren't asking, should we use AI? They're asking, how many people do we still need? Let's start with the clearest example. Job number 1, programming. Programming used to be rare. Now, it's becoming automated. AI can already write basic code, debug errors, refactor messy scripts, and explain code line by line. To be clear, AI isn't replacing senior engineers. It's replacing the small repetitive tasks that junior developers used to learn on. Fixing simple bugs, writing basic features, teen practice work. That's the dangerous part. Because companies aren't replacing seniors, they are skipping juniors entirely. Why hire 3 junior developers to fix bugs and write basic features when one senior and AI can do it faster? Programming isn't dead, but the path into programming is shrinking. So learn to code and you're safe isn't true anymore. Next job. This one hits creatives hard. Job number 2, editing. Video editing, photo editing, audio cleanup. AI does not need creativity here. It just needs rules. And editing is mostly rules. Cut silence, fix lighting, remove noise, add captions, match style. What used to take hours now takes minutes. Editors aren't being replaced because they are bad. They are replaced because the first 80% of the work is automated. And companies only need humans for the final polish. Fewer editors, more output. Now, let's talk about the job people swear AI will never do properly. Job number 3, writing. Writing feels human. Ideas, emotion, voice. But most paid writing isn't creative writing. It's emails, reports, summaries, blog posts, documentation. This kind of writing is not judged on beauty. It's judged on speed, clarity, and cost. AI does not need opinions. It does not need taste. It just needs instructions. And it already does this work well enough for business. So companies do not replace writers with AI. They replace 5 writers with 1, who edits and oversees the output. Same workload, fewer people, lower costs. Writing isn't disappearing, but the job is changing from writer to editor, strategist, and reviewer. Now, the next one is already happening at massive scale. Job number 4, customer support. Customer support was one of the first to go. Why? Because it's repetitive, rule-based, emotionally draining. And most support questions don't require judgment, just a correct response. That's perfect for AI. AI can already handle FAQs, refunds, troubleshooting, order tracking. Everything after that can stay the same. Humans are now only brought in for edge cases. One AI system replaces dozens of agents. Customers don't even notice. That's the scariest part. Job number 5, reporting and operations work. Reporting, operations tracking, internal analytics. This doesn't look replaceable because it sounds strategic. But most of this work isn't strategy. It's pulling data, cleaning spreadsheets, updating dashboards, writing weekly summaries, answering the same questions every month. AI is already good at this. Not decision making, not accountability, but the repetitive execution that used to justify entire teams. So companies don't remove senior roles, they remove layers. One person using AI now does what 3 people used to. Same deadlines, more scope, less headcount. Job number 6, coordination and middle management. Meetings, status updates, chasing deliverables. This job exists because information doesn't move cleanly. But AI is very good at moving information. It can summarize meetings, track action items, follow up automatically, and surface blockers early. So companies don't remove leaders, they remove the middle step. Fewer people passing updates around, more direct lines between decision and execution. If your job is mostly tracking work and relaying information, that role is shrinking fast. Big picture, what's actually happening? AI isn't replacing people. It's replacing repetition, predictability, routine decision making. Jobs built on these things are shrinking fast. Jobs built on judgment, context, taste, accountability survive longer. Because AI can suggest, but it can't decide what actually matters. It can generate options, but it can't own the outcome when something goes wrong. And companies still need someone to say, this is the decision, this is the risk, this is on me. That's the difference. So, what does this mean for you? What decides who survives isn't intelligence, and it's not effort. It's where you sit in the workflow. If you're closest to execution, doing work that can be described, repeated, and checked, pressure is coming from below. But if you're closest to decisions, choosing direction, setting priorities, owning outcomes, AI pushes pressure away from you. That gap is widening. So the real question isn't, will AI replace my job? It's, what part of my job would still exist if AI handled everything else? That's the part worth building toward.